Hi. Yeah, so here's the wall that I made about a year ago, and it still works, and it was cheap and it was fast to build, so I thought I'll share how I made it. And if you want to do it for yourself, I think it's a very quick and easy and cheap process to do. So let's get into it. Yeah, so what I used is this rigid foam board for basically an extra wall that I built in front of the back wall that I had already. You can see it in there. That was existent, and I made one in front of it. So what I did is I glued these rigid boards together just flat on the floor using expansion foam, and yeah, it had these little notches that come together and made quite a solid surface to work with. I didn't want to use to build a frame and then plasterboard it and cut all these shapes out of plaster, because for me personally it would have been a lot longer. So in this space I'm making experiments, and I thought, yeah, let's just try it out, because I wanted to test it, because I didn't see somebody else doing it, and I thought, yeah, this must be possible, and well, I'm sure somebody did it already, but yeah, at that time I thought, oh, let's try it out, and it worked out. So here we are. I'm telling you how I did it, and I wouldn't recommend doing it for clients because it's not a most solid surface, but for my purposes, just to have a nice backdrop, it's excellent. Yeah, so in this surface that I had, to make the hole, I made a compass by myself, just using a stick, and I used basically a pin on one side and a pencil on the other, and I stuck it in the center of it, roughly where the distance that I wanted it off the wall, and then I drew a circle with a pencil, and then I used this little saw that they use for cutting plasterboard. I saw guys using it to make socket holes and things like this in the construction, on a construction site, and yeah, so I just used that. You can probably use a knife, or a long knife, or like a bread knife would work, and yeah, just make sure it's perpendicular to the surface. That's the only thing that you need to take care of. And then that it's a little bit rough around the edges. The plaster kind of smoothed it out once I applied it. I used clay plaster for all parts of it. The back wall, the new wall, and also the back of the closet is also plastered with the clay plaster. Yeah, just I added a bit of pigment, or maybe it was brown by. Yeah, the cupboard is Ikea closet that I shortened it at the top side, and I kept the shelves, and this wooden part that you see on top is actually same as on the shelf. Let me focus on that. Oh, the wrong way. There we go. It's the same as it's the shelving material. So same as the shelf is just laying there on the edge of the wall. It's the same shelf laying there. Again, is just laying flat on the surface, and there's a little. It's a bit shorter than the depth of the closet, so it's. Yeah, there was a little gap. I didn't have to make it, and I laid a LED strip at the back of it, so you can see this ambient light going up, and actually a little. I think there's one going down. You can hardly see it from this angle, but there's one going down from the second shelf. Also on the perimeter, there's a LED strip just stapled to the back side of this board, and yeah, it works perfect. There's no diffusers or anything, it's just a strip. The cheapest actually one that I could find, and it's also dimmable. Here's how. and the hole that I made, here it is, wait. Yes, yeah, so as you can see, yeah, here's the boards that I put together, and you can see the cutout and the rough edge, how it came out. Yeah, you can see the saw lines, but with the plaster it all got smoothed out. Let's see if it still fits. I don't, yeah, it shouldn't, because there's a, yeah, it became smaller from the plaster, so I can't fit it in anymore, but oh, you get the idea. Yeah, maybe I'll make a table or something out of it, that's why I kept it, but yeah, it's too big for the space. It's, yeah, my studio is too small, or this is too big, so for another time. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, so design-wise, I love what it does to the space. It makes it feel bigger if you compare it to these images how it used to look before. It's horrendous. So I love the atmosphere it added. It added this design element to yeah, to make it feel more cozy. And yes, it's I lost like 30 centimeters. Yeah, yes, it's exactly 30. So on of the ground floor space, but I don't mind, because I would use a closet or something at the back of it anyway. But now it's became functional and stylish at the same time, and because it has these 2 or 3 layers of it, it makes it look bigger. And also this passage onto my workshop space, I added this arch that it yeah, I just love it, how this design element that it looks, and as well there's more LEDs that I added. There's even LEDs behind the painting that I made, so yeah. Different, if I did it next time, I would put this reinforcement mesh all over, so it's a little bit stronger, because now it does have what you call these storm braces on the back side, these little things, but it's not holding it firm enough. As you can see, there's little cracks that appear because the house is probably moving a little bit, and yeah, or well, this stuff doesn't shrink like wood, so I don't know what happened, but I don't mind that it has little cracks in it. So yeah, and for this open closet, I used Ikea closet. I repainted it. I also chopped the top of it off and made this arch from another skinny piece of styrofoam that I cut little slits on the backside, and then I could bend it into the shape. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to put them in the comments, and check my other video where I made a wood stove design made from lime. And if you wish to join others like me and yourself who are interested in making things and actually does things and want to share knowledge and get advice and communicate, you're welcome to join SKOOL community that I started. Let's see if it grows into something. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye. See you in the next one. Ciao.